afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Twisted Koi. And you, Mad Dog's Pond, and fucking well done, bruv. Well done, brother, for getting your sponsorship with Walker Koi. Awesome. Can't wait to see that fish room coming on. Anyway, it's a bit fresh out here, isn't it? Ooh, what's the pond saying? Now I've got the old gun. Oh, fuck me. 4.4 degrees in there. Oh, hang on. That's fucking cold. Definitely won't be no fucking nasties still alive at 4 degrees. That's for fucking sure. And the we're sitting at 5.3 in there. But that's part of the plan today, is to get the old greenhouse heater plugged in. Hang on. I gotta say, I'm sat there Thursday night about 6:30, 6:45, there's a knock at the door. Finally get the fucking crazy Mexican to shut the fuck up, and I opens the door up and there's no one there, and I'm looking around. There's a little box on the floor. I opens it up. No letter, no nothing. Just a mug. Slurp for Skeggy. With a Grinch on it, with my name. And I'm instantly, which one of you fuckers out there have sent me a fucking Grinch mug? Because it fucking, sums me up perfectly. I am the consummate Grinch. You ask my daughter. Well, there is a few people out there that do know who this cut come from. And he is a YouTuber. He does have a koi channel. And cheers, brother. Another slurp for Skeggy. Yep. So, I wonder if there's any of you out there that are good enough at deduction to work out which koi YouTuber thinks I'm the consummate Grinch. I gotta say, I love him to bits. Cheers, brother. Last little slurp for Skegster. Oh, that tea's good. Sorry, I've got to finish it. Oh, no. Chocolate hobnobs in the bottom. So anyway, let me turn you around and we'll show you the black and white filter room in the daylight. So yeah, it's definitely starting to come along now. I've got to do it, like I say, I've got to do a little bit of clean up around the edges on a few little bits, but it's coming on nicely. I've just got to get one more can to finish that bit down there, and I'll come along and do all the pipe work there. Like I say, there ain't much else been done in here. They're not fucking happy, and I'm not surprised at the fucking temperature. So what I plan on doing, because there is already a good degree difference between the main pond and the tow tank, all the wee ones that I've got in here, I'm going to move across to there. So hopefully, once I can get the temperature ambient in there consistent, they'll be warm enough to at least have a little bit more food than what they're fucking getting now. At the moment, you'll find most of them are either over in that corner there, or most of the wee ones, when it focuses, as you can see, are all sat round the skimmer, which is off at the moment. Things like the little Ginrin showers, Sacco Fish Farm showers like that. You know, there's, well, you can see them all down there. Oh, sorry, someone was trying to ring me then. Oops. But yeah, there is some smaller ones in there. So what I plan to do is get those ickle ones over to there at some point today. Because like I say, I'm going to get the block off of there, the waterproof block off of there. and I'll get that all plugged in and switched on. I've got a couple of bits that I can put over the top of the Easy Pod just to try and stop any heat evaporator coming out through the lid until I can get a bit of wood to make a top. But I've started bringing through some bits of slabbing from the front, and what I'm going to do is I want to get the last of the steps set in place so I can start backfilling with crap, so then I can look at putting a little skim of concrete on the tops of each one. I've also got some fittings, so I can now bring this bit of pipe along and up, ready for connecting to the multi-bay there. So yeah, that's about at the moment. So yeah, I was going to put you lot back down. I'm going to pick my music back up, upset the next door neighbour. You know what they say, don't you? The music's too loud, you're too fucking old. And I can say that because my mum turns 70 on Monday, and she comes round, as you know, we go shopping on a Saturday. She turns up here and you can hear her pull up into the car park, and 9 times out of 10 she's either blaring Five Finger Death Punch or Disturbed. What more can you ask for, eh? On that note, I'll catch you lot later on. Well, here we go. We're back again. I'm happy with where I'm at there now, so I'm going to look at trying to do a little bit of pipe work so I can get that done. Then I can bring some more slabbing round and try and block in the wall. I know the top looks a bit wibbly wobbly at the moment, but I ain't bothered about that. Not at this moment in time. I just want to get it set in place, and then I'll pull it about when I put the foam in. So yeah, I'm at that point now, so it's going to be a case of get the water feeds hooked back into place. I've got to change one of the taps on there because it doesn't shut fully. I would also like to take, I haven't answered every comment yet, but I will. But I would like to thank everyone that has given me their opinion on the old koi shows and the BKKS thing. Me personally, I think it needs dragging into the 21st fucking century, because like a few have stated, it hasn't changed from the layout it had in the 1980s. And I do understand and appreciate that a lot of time and effort goes into organising one of these things, so I'm not knocking that, because when you look at these koi shows, 99% of them are all done by volunteers. But I still think, even 15 years down the line since I thought about the BKKS, and like I say, it still comes across as the old gentleman's club, as someone put in the comments. And yeah, you're right there. You are right there. It does come across that way. There doesn't seem to be any push to bring in new blood to the BKKS itself. It's as if it's like set in stone. This is how it's got to be, and this is how it's going to stay. Well, sorry BKKS, but at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't be willing to one, pay to become a member of something that doesn't really do a great deal, and that's from people that I've spoken to have told me that, and from what I can see on the outside, not being a member, it looks that way as well. But like I say, I don't knock them for the fact that they're putting on a show. Just they need to do more for the koi industry at the moment. And at the moment, there are dealers out there that seem to be doing more for the hobby in general than, like I say, the governing body of keeping koi in Britain. It's fucking crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You know, it's like Tom says on one of his songs, I'm paying you even more and I'm getting even fucking less because everything's digital nowadays. You know, and if you don't like touching technology, internets and emails and shit like that, you get wrote out of it. Especially now, Jesus Christ. Even the doctors, you phone the doctors up and like, you know, if you want to be spoken to quicker, contact us on Facebook. Fuck off. I want to talk to a fucking human, not a fucking computer. You know what I mean? It just blows my fucking mind, this technology shit. You know, everything nowadays is contact us on Facebook or contact us through Instagram. Fuck off. What happened to actually picking up a phone or answering a fucking phone and actually speaking to someone instead of having computers? Anyway, rant over. This is a quick channel, not a rant channel. Sorry, I just went on one there, didn't I? Well, these have perked up a little bit. The temperature has risen ever so slight. So yeah, there. All the bigger ones are up and mooching about. But yeah, I'm going to get some of these littler ones in bowl in a minute. It's sort of like the Shasui down there, my Ginrin Matsukow Baki. There's a little lemon Harawaki in there as well. So yeah, that's where we're at. But I'm really pleased with the way that's coming together. Bump, bump, bump. So if I go back to like I did the other day when we was talking about this, if I put you at what I would call tit level, we'll go 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step. Oh look, that's absolutely fucking perfect, isn't it? Because I'm not going to be touching chambers 3, 4 or 5. And you're probably thinking, but there's only 4 chambers there. No, there ain't, because the vortex is a chamber. Okay, it's a vortex chamber, but it's still a chamber. So yeah, when it comes to cleaning, let me zoom you out a bit. When it comes to cleaning, it'll be a case of I will drop the vortex, I will drop the brush box, clean the brushes out. I'm going to have active K1. Then I'm going to have a Jack Matte block, and then, like I say, I'm going to have Alpha Grog and Calla Lilies in the end. Pipework's falling all over the place at the moment. Right, I've got to get the 1.5 inch. No, I've got to get the 15mm stuff out. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're almost there. So, like I say, if I've got to get the pipework out here, I might as well get the hole cutters out and get the holes cut in the fronts of these as well, and get them swapped round and locked off, because to be honest, it's coming to a point where I've not got much I can get on with in the back garden other than painting. So it might look like I'll have to go out the front garden and start on the fucking destruction of the Twisted Koi Pond. That one. The amount of people that come round and say, I can't believe you're getting rid of that pond, Vince. Yeah, I know, but like I've just said, everything and everyone evolves at some point in time, and I'm going through an evolution at the moment. Oh, hang on, hey, sorry, messages. Hey, I can't help it. People like talking to me. But that said, I'm going to stop flapping my gums, because I think the first thing I'll do before I touch any pipe work and before the actual temperature start dropping again, I'll get the net in and get the little ones out and into a bowl, and we'll have a quick mooch at those before they get moved over to the Tosai tank. So catch you soon. Oh, fuck me, do my fingers feel cold? Well, I've left the 3 Shiros in there because they are slightly bigger than everything else that's in the bowl. There's 2 I haven't been able to catch, and as soon as I do, I'll get them shifted over, and that's the Tancho Goshki and one of the Deutsch Akamatsuba's. But Out of all of them in the bowl, there's only one I'm pissed off with, and that's my Ginrin Sakai Tancho Showa, because it's fucking riddled with carp pox, bastard. But let me spin you around. We've got a little Harawaki there. Deutschkin Ki Matsuba. Nice Goshki there. Little Showa that come from Mark's Country Koi. The two Ginrin Showas, the Sakai ones, they came from Davey Black Country Koi bloke. The Showa, the Shisui, the Deutschkin Ki Matsuba, the Matsukai Baki, Ginrin Matsukai Baki. Oh, I'm not showing you the fucking bowl here, am I? Fucking knobhead. Right, let me start again. So, the two Ginrin Showas, this one is covered in carp pox, and this one came from Davey, Black Country Koi bloke. The Harawaki, the Deutschaka, the Showa, the Kinki Matsuba, the Ginrin Matsukai Baki, the Shisui and the Komonru came from New Forest Koi. The Snowasagi, that's looking really nice, that came from the Carp Co. Got that at the All England Koi show. But as far as a bowl of fish goes, I'm fucking really pleased with them. The only thing I'm not pleased with is the fact that I haven't got a fucking heated tank in the filter house running, because honestly, look at the old pan net before we shift them over, because I will net them over. The Goshki I got from the National, from Quinny Koi. So, got hopes for that one. That's a lovely little fish, that one. And that's the Snowasagi. Looking absolutely lovely. I really like this one. This one's Ginrin Matsukai Baki. That is going to be a beautiful fish. And from the same farm, the scaleless version, the Komonru, because that's what a Matsukai Baki is. It's a scaled version of a Komonru. So those both came from New Forest Koi, but this one's a Benny Komonru, and that one came from World of Water. That's a Coda fish, if I'm not wrong. I would have to check back to the old Koi app, but yeah, considering the pond is sitting at fucking 4 point something degrees at the moment, they're not looking too bad. Like I say, there's only one in here that's miffed me, and that's my Tancho, Ginrin Tancho Showa. As you can see, it's fucking riddled with carp pox. So that's two that I've got. That's two that I've got that have got carp pox. It's pissed me right off, because both my fucking fish, in fact no, it's not, the other one is Susan's actually, but Susan's, I had fucking high hopes for Susan's Kajaku, because I wanted to, I was hoping that it'd be male so I could then breed it with the Harawaki. But that's another one, that's the other one. Out of two fish, out of all the fish that I've got in the pond, two that are fucking covered in fucking carp pox, and two fish that are going to be absolutely fucking stunning. So hopefully they'll grow out of it. I mean, I did have, let me put you down because my fingers are still bloody cold. Here we go. I did have, no, brain's gone. Nope, it's gone completely. So yeah, we'll get these shifted over there. So we'll open her up, grab trusty sock net. to get rid of all of the water out of there. Get all the water out. And we go over. You're in the net for a second so I can grab you. You'll spin me right round, baby, right round. Right, so, hang on. Turn the air pump off, Vincent. Come on, sort your life out. That's what my mum usually says to me. Sort your fucking life out, boy. But yeah, the old mind your own business is dying back a little bit in here, but the old fucking spider plants are going absolutely apeshit. So, there we go. There they go. So yeah, that's them in there. Get some more floss for the skimmer. I will do that now while I boil up the Easy Pod, get that cleaned, and time to do some electrics. So we'll get them shut back up. Shut them back up. Switch the air pump back on for a moment until I'm ready to clean it. I did the main pond and the skimmer pods yesterday, so that's the main pond done for this week. Cool. They weren't that big, but I tell you what, when you do, oh, there he is, little shit. I bet you he fucks off now. Look, see. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Keep your eyes on him. There he is, there he is, there he is, there he is. Yes! Result! Ha-ha! Yay! Whoopla! And we got it live on camera as well. See? As Spartacus, no, it wasn't Spartacus actually, it was Gladiator, wasn't it? I do not entertain! I do. But I'm happy now, that's all of them grabbed up. So, yeah, let me get this bit of blanket weed out the way. Where'd I put the pan net? And there you go. Here we go. Tancho Goshki. And that's a New Forest Koi Farm Tancho Goshki, so got real good hopes for that next year. Especially if I can get some fucking heat in the water. There we go, I have to open this again. Sorry mush, but that was the only other one that I wanted out of the pond to try and get a bit of heat in them. And yeah, as you can see, he's going to be a cracker. Absolute cracker. So, put that back in its right place. There we go. So, there we go, folks. That's that bit done and sorted. The only other one, like I say, left in there is a Deutsche Akamatsuba, a small one. But I haven't actually seen him for a little while. But, you know what small fish are like. He could be sat in my fucking lily hanger for all I fucking know. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and warm my things up around my my Grinch mug. And then I'll get the greenhouse heater on. Catch you in a bit. Tell you what, it must be my fucking lucky day today. Maybe I should do the fucking lottery. Woohoo! You know, I said I hadn't seen him for a while. Literally, me mug up, got to here, and he shot out from behind that little planter over there. So I was like, yes, we're going to have you, you little shitbag. But look at that. Beautiful Deutz Akamatsuba. Come on then, Sweet Pea, let's get you over. But yeah, look at his red. That is going to be a cracker. Oh, it's a cracker. It's the way I tell him. Sure to be sure. I was talking about Irish people. Irish Geordie Coy. I hope you didn't have much of a hangover, brother. I wouldn't know how that feels. I haven't drunk alcohol in about 20 years. Anyway, I'm going to go and make my cup of tea now. Hey, I'm back again. Yeah, like number 39 bus. 1 minute there's none, and then fuck me, they're every 5 minutes. Well, I've managed to go upstairs and dig into my my crafting polystyrene, and I think I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have enough to be able to make some kind of lid to go over the top of the Easy Pod. I've just filled in the little gap at the top that isn't double glazed, and I've got the heater is now on. I'm fucking pointing at it, and I've not even got the camera looking. Yep, all plugged in, all wired up. Waterproof junction box, but I've got a lot of this stuff, it's dense, so what I'm thinking is zoom it out, Vincent, you fucking twat. Taping them together so they sit over the top, and then that will stop the windshield in completely. So yeah, without further ado, I've got a few bits there that I can break up, but most of it is this stuff. So yeah, on that note, we shall shut that up and let the warmth start doing its job. These seem to have picked up. Now the little ones have gone out for some reason. I'm still debating on whether to move the 3 Shiros across. But I'm quite happy with the way things are at the moment, even though the pond does look a bit empty. Let me walk up on these bricks. Look. Dum, da dum, dum, dum. Look at Big Betty. My first ever fish that I've grown on from 15 centimetres to break the 60 centimetres. I think she's definitely going to go into the 70s, but I'll be lucky if I can get her to 80. But I do think that the Harawaki is going to be a contender for the 80 centimetres, because like I say, she's not 2 yet, and she's 45, 46 centimetres, got a beautiful body on her. I mean, look at that, as Ricky would say, look at the bone structure. She is gonna be an absolute cracker. So yeah, and you can see where I've done that side but not done this side. I will get round to doing this side. I'll get to there and then I'll start coming around. But I'll say the main job for the minute is trying to get the insulation sorted for over there and see if we can get the temperatures up. Right, let me walk back down these bricks again because my fucking knees aren't doing too good at the moment. But yep, that's where we're at the moment. Insulating again. And I know I put a short out yesterday, but this will be the last job. This is always the last job of the evening. Their daily water change and sponge clear out. But I am really pleased with the growth on some of these. There is still a few more bifteroonies to come out. It's a shame because this Tancho Echevarria would have been lovely, but his body shape, as you can see, is all over the place. There is a couple of other munters in there as well, but I knew that. But sometimes these things don't show until they start putting some size on. But generally, I'm really happy. But yeah, they're sitting at about 24, 25 degrees. Like I say, I've got all that insulated off. I've got both ends, and I've got the back wall that's insulated, and I've got 3/4 of the lid insulated as well. But yeah, don't forget, folks, that fish tank is available for sale, completely working. It will have working filters, air pumps, the lot. So if anyone's interested in a 3-foot fish tank, hit me up in the comments. You know what to do. But other than that, I'm going to get on with this lid, and I'll catch you back here later. Hey, the light's going down. As the lights go down. Yellow. Well, it is 4:30. The sun goes down. Lush slept for Skeggy. Yeah, he's going to love that one. Bastard. Go on, last little bit. Yeah, that was better. Well, what a day. What a day. I've got loads done today. Absolutely loads done. I'm well chuffed with how things are looking out here at the moment. It does look a bit hodgepodge on the top of the fucking Easy Pod, but hey, if it stops the wind, it stops the wind, doesn't it? And I'll put the old rattler back on there once I go in. But let me turn the spotlight on as well. Shabing! So, yes, as you can see, it has come up ever so slightly, and these are doing extremely well. Didn't get round to doing them today, but don't worry, Copeland Koi, I will not end up in the water when I do them later on this week. It will get done this week. It will get done, because I'm sure it's Nipping Koi that wanted the grasses. So I will get that done. And that new pond is looking fucking awesome, girl. You and the husband have done a fucking cracking job on that. Fucking fair play. Love it. Love it. It just goes to prove you can do it yourself. Anyway, let me spin you around. So yep, I've got some kind of cover, about a good 2 inches thick. Managed to get a load more polystyrene around the Easy Pod, and I got a hell of a lot bashed down there now as well. That covers that nicely. I didn't get the water pipes. Fucking phone. There we go. I didn't get the water pipe sorted today, mind you. I did slice myself open with the fucking cocktail sticks on that. I didn't see one sticking out from under the bottom. Oh, is that someone tooting me? Hang on. No, not tooting me. It's both Susan and the youngest boy are both just turned up home from work. So yeah, but then when we go into here, well, you can already notice a difference in here. But yeah, we've got that's in and running. I've got the polystyrene wedged up there. These already seem happier. Let's get the old Dewberry gun. Jesus Christ, we've gone up by a couple of degrees already. So yeah, well chuffed with that. Yeah, so we're already up to 7 point something degrees already. So yes, that's definitely cheered me up. And if that continues to rise, I think I will consider moving the three Shiros and Suzaka Matsuba over as well. Because the main pond at the moment, that's gone up. We're at 5.9 now. We was at 4.7 or something this morning. So we're not doing too bad. The weather just doesn't know what the fuck it's doing, does it? Up and down like a fucking yo-yo. I don't know. How you doing, my darling? Cold. Bless you. So, no doubt I will catch you lot tonight on Ricky's Live. I've been Twisted Koi. As always, you lot out there, you've been great. And I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, before I go, Andrew Bradshaw, can you drop down in the comments an email address so I can get in touch with you about your EasyPod flaps that you've won? I'll leave it until sort of like mid next week. If I don't get an answer or a reply or a response, what I will do is I will rewrite all the names and we'll draw it again. So that is us completely finished today. So as always, guys, I've been Twisted Koi. You lot have been great, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye now.
That's all, cupcakes.